Started. What's going on, guys? Look who's here.
How's it going today?
I'm gonna switch this around so we don't look too pale. We got Eric Jalbert.
All the way from Alberta.
All the way from Alberta. I'm gonna put her on the tripod so I can sit down, enjoy a drink. If I figure out how to run this thing.
These are nice big comfy chairs.
You like those chairs?
Yeah, they're good. I feel like a director.
The old director's chair.
Director's chair.
Just got the old computer stream going here. We don't have the fastest internet here, so.
Oh,
there she is, live stream. Just so we can read your guys' comments while it's going.
You love the delay or what?
Oh, the delay is
so good.
Frick. There we go.
What the frick?
And what the frick?
I'm gonna try to not swear this time. It's gonna be really tough.
Try not to swear too much.
I'm gonna try.
Ugh.
Eric and Mark for Prime Minister. I think we would kill it. Honestly, I hate Trudeau, and for all you liberals that are watching right now, I can do that, right?
You can
okay.
do whatever you want. We're not too strict on the live streams.
How long have you been with Rockstar, Mark?
6 years.
Long enough to get one of these tables and some chairs. That's
well, these are my own chairs.
Oh, really?
These the Freeman chairs. Yeah. Eventually they give you an old table. So.
That's awesome.
How many people we got going already? I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. I don't even know where you do this.
We got some stuff in store for you guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Oops. All right. Got our people watching. Yeah, we've had a good day. It was about 3:50 right now. Eric showed up a little late, but how's the
Long
trip?
drive. Oh
yeah, how was
God,
your trip?
man! It was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Driving through North Dakota was sweet because the chewing tobacco there is about $16 a log, and up in Alberta or any other place in Canada, there it's not cheap, but in Alberta it's about $120 a log, and you can't even get flavor stuff. So,
jeez,
that was a huge plus.
And doesn't it taste like bark? I heard.
No.
Oh, I thought it was really dry in Canada.
No. Oh,
in Canada, not the American.
It depends because you got to check there's a label on the back or stamp, right? It says this one's good till November 19th, 2017. Sometimes you'll buy one and not look at it, and it's like it's like
2
from
years
2 years ago, and you're like, okay, well that sucks. It's drier than a nun's nunu. And yeah, so it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed the drive. I met a lot of cool people. I saw a lot of I wouldn't say a lot of cool stuff. It's kind of more the boring side to drive through because it's not there's no mountains, there's no
Hey, you could have drove through Ontario.
What's that?
You could have drove through Ontario.
Northern Ontario on the way home to Alberta is definitely going to suck. I heard it's like 90 kilometers an hour for like almost a day.
And no gas stations.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's one. Well, I don't know about coming from New Brunswick. I don't know which way you go through there, but I know from like here to like Marathon, I think there's 200 kilometers without a gas station.
That's fine. I got 183 liters of fuel capacity, so if at least
you could probably drive home to Alberta with one tank.
Pretty good, yeah. It's good. I got the second fuel tank in there, so she works pretty good.
So you saw lots of fans.
Yeah, it was great. Honestly, I tried to stop as much as I could, and I want to apologize to a lot of them that I didn't get to stop. It's really difficult driving across the country and making it work out to where you can meet everybody. I'm constantly on my phone. Pulling over and reading comments and at gas stations and stuff like that, trying to get in contact with people so I can meet them, but it doesn't always work out. It's really difficult to really get to see every single person that that wants to meet you. So, but
you did your best though.
I did my best. Yeah, I know there's a couple people pissed off in Windsor because I went through a little late coming from Detroit, so I apologize for that, folks.
You came through at like 4 a.m. though, right?
Yeah. I stopped to meet my buddy that lives in Detroit. He's a content creator as well. He makes videos. His name is Tommy Gun. I almost forgot it there. Tommy Gun. He just does he roasts trucks.
Oh, okay.
And people bring the trucks to him and he roasts them. He's a funny guy.
Like rips them apart? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just rips on them. And I filmed a little skit with him last night, and then by the time I hit the road, it was late. So
yeah, filming always takes a lot longer than you think it's gonna.
man, such a long drive, 4 days. And
Jeez.
I drove 2 days straight. I didn't sleep the first bit.
And you've just been sleeping in your truck?
Sleeping in my truck
in the back
because
seat, or?
I'm too much of a cheap ass to go and get a hotel. Plus, I don't have a credit card, so I can't even get a hotel if I want to unless I give
you
down
don't
my
need a
deposit.
credit card. They're the worst.
Trust me, I know. I'm dealing with that right now. But yeah, no. Other than that, it was pretty interesting, and I'm stoked to see how many vans I have in the U.S. and I'm really glad I got to meet a lot of them. So.
Yeah, you still got, 16 hours of driving on your way? So.
Yeah, 16 or 17. My final destination is Moncton, New Brunswick. It's where I was born, and I grew up in the outskirts. So.
Stare at the camera more.
Yeah, I do got to stare at the camera.
I always stare at the comments too.
But sorry, I'm supposed to be talking to you guys. But yeah.
Technically, we are talking to them on the computer,
but
the
looking
camera's
at the wrong
over here.
spot here. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
New Brunswick, that's exciting. I've never been out east, actually. I've been west, south,
It's beautiful.
north, but never east.
It's
I don't know
beautiful.
why.
It's really nice. The Atlantic Ocean is great. The water's always nice and crisp. Even in the summertime, it's really nice and cold. There's a lot to see in regards to like historic sites. Yeah, like if you head toward Nova Scotia, you'll hit the border of Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, and there's a place out there that I really love called Fort Beauséjour. And I believe it was when the French and the British fought for, I don't know, like, don't hold me to it because I'm not really good at history. I just know there's history there. And there was a huge battle that happened at Fort Beauséjour. So it was really neat to go and check out this fort that they built into the ground that is shaped from the sky as a great big star. So it is really neat to check out. And it's underground tunnels and like rooms and so there's a lot of cool historic stuff in New Brunswick.
Have to go there and check it out.
Yeah,
sometime.
man, it's fun.
How long are you going home for?
I'll be home there for about a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got some stuff to do. I got a family get together to go do, and I got a
Family
tattoo
and
appointment.
friends.
And
Oh, nice. What are you doing?
gonna finish off my nautical sleeve. I've got lots of gaps going on here on the inside of my arm, and then
Couple
I'm gonna
blanks?
try and get it all tweaked up and ready to go.
Nice. You have your back done too.
Yeah,
right?
my entire back's
You
tattooed.
wanna show all the?
Yeah, I can show them the back. I don't know if you guys can see
I'm
it.
gonna have to stand on your toes. Hey, you got a
Can
bit
see
of
it?
back there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Nice.
Don't mind my love handles. I've been living on cheeseburgers lately, but
Living on cheeseburgers.
yeah,
and
cheeseburgers and French fries.
Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Billy Mullen, what up,
Yeah.
idiots?
What
Hey,
up,
Billy.
Billy.
All right, should we answer some questions? Come to Fort Mac. Don't you live near Fort?
I'm 5 hours away from
5
Fort
hours?
McMurray,
Okay.
Yeah, that's northern Alberta. It's a pretty cool spot. That's where all the black gold comes from, man.
All the oil,
Yeah, that's where we.
and we still get paid triple for gas
Oh
here.
yeah. What is gas in Ontario?
Yesterday it was like 103, I think.
Ooh.
So that's $1.03 per liter, not per gallon.
Yeah.
Per liter. And there's what, 4 liters in a gallon?
4 liters in a gallon. Yeah.
So about $4.
Yeah. It sucks. Diesel down in the States was averaging at about $2.50 a gallon.
So what's that, like less than 80, 70 cents
Yeah.
per liter? Well,
Yeah.
plus
so
with the
exchange
changeover,
rate.
it's still pretty good.
It's still good. I'm
Yeah.
still saving money.
Yeah, how many times do you have to fill up?
I lost track because the old girl does like to sip it, especially when I'm in boost. I'm driving at about. The average is about 75 miles an hour in the States, and here obviously 100. And if I'm running anything higher than
100
about
kilometers.
yeah, 100 kilometers an hour. If I'm running anything higher than about 10 psi, she really starts sipping fuel. So I probably fueled up at least 10 times. So
Jeez.
Yeah.
And how many liters in?
183 liters is how
Wow.
much I can take in my truck with the front and the rear tank. So I've got a auxiliary fuel pump that is wired in to the main or the rear tank, and it just pumps into the main tank, so I can fuel on the fly with a flip of a switch.
So it looks good. It fills back up. and
Yeah,
then-
yeah, it's great.
And then
I
when you
don't
get
have
to the gas
stop.
station, you gotta fill both up.
Yeah,
again.
and then it's like a $200 bill.
Are you gonna be, or Francesco Mullen-McCullough, are you gonna be going through Thunder Bay on the way home?
Thunder Bay on the way home. Yeah, I'm going through. Well, that's the main route. I think it goes right through
Okay.
Thunder Bay, as far as I know.
The old bay.
Yeah, I got to stop in Manitoba too. I guess people were getting pretty chatty when they found out Manitoba. They're like, "What? You're just skipping Manitoba?"
You should post your schedule before you leave.
I know.
So people can check kind of, or you know, like.
The problem with doing
Attendance
that,
schedule.
though, like,
Oh, there's
first
a
of
bald
all,
eagle.
I'm super. Yeah, that's rad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm super lazy. No, that's a hawk.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
that's
is a
a
few
lot.
bald eagles that go by.
I'm super lazy.
Yeah.
And
It happens.
I'm really bad with gauging time. So I'd say I might be somewhere at that time, but odds are that
Yeah,
You
he
know,
was supposed to be here Monday.
Yeah, it
and
was
it's Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, it took a lot longer than I anticipated. I figured driving 48 hours straight with no sleep would make up a bunch of time, but then each place I stopped, I spent about 3, maybe 4 hours with my fans that showed up.
That long?
Yeah, I hung out, man. I honestly, it was great. I don't want, as a content creator, I don't want to be assumed or looked at as I look down on people because I make videos and have all
Someone
these
that
followers.
doesn't engage with
Yeah,
their
I love
fans, right?
engaging with my fans. I love meeting everybody. I like hearing their stories. I like talking about trucks. I like talking about what they do for work. So I really try to engage with them as much as I can, because at the end of the day, it's who's supporting me, and it's who's pushing my content levels. It's they're the reason I'm doing it. I wouldn't be doing it if they weren't enjoying it.
Exactly.
Right?
Well,
I made it for myself to begin with, for my buddies, but it blew up, and now I'm
just like all of us. I started for my buddies too, and then all of a sudden everyone else started watching. So it goes both ways. And whenever I see fans, I try and talk and give the posters out, take the pictures, make sure everyone's happy.
Yeah.
It is cool to meet everyone too, because for us it's just a number on a screen and a name, right?
Yeah.
So, but when you go out and you're like in a different country, for example, and all of a sudden people are running up to you, it's like, whoa, this is actually really cool.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shocker for me. Ever since that one Dodge video I made, my American following has increased substantially. So it's pretty cool to be able to drive down into a different country and have as many people as I did show up just to say hey. I had people drive as far as 250 miles just to come visit me.
Wow.
That's a long drive. 250 miles, yeah.
Is that like a 4-hour drive?
Something like that, yeah. That's 250 miles is got to be 300 something. I don't know the conversion.
Yeah.
It's got to be up there.
I have to get the calculator.
Yeah. But that was it was great.
Yeah. Everyone wants to come to London. He's already in London.
I'm in London right now.
London, Ontario, Canada. Maybe after this you have to go swing by and meet some people in London.
Yeah, I'll probably rip back into town there and grab a bite to eat before I hit the road.
There's a lot of good spots in London too. Everyone from London that wants to meet Eric, where are you guys kind of located? Maybe you can swing by the airport, or because you're probably back in the 401 after this.
Yeah, hit back the 401, and then I'm gonna be stopping in Burlington, I believe it's called. Yeah, Burlington. Yeah, so I got a buddy in Burlington I'm gonna swing by quick and say hey to. So I could meet up with you guys in Burlington as well if there's anybody out there that wants to say hey. I don't plan on. I only have to be in New Brunswick by tomorrow night, so I've got some time.
You got some time to burn.
Yeah, I got some time to play with.
Yeah, you can swing by. There's lots of truck stops on the way too.
That's where I'm generally stopping, is truck stops.
Yeah.
Take a piss, grab a bite, hang out.
There's a few on the way to Burlington. There's like one in Cambridge
And you call truck stops something weird here. What was it?
Oh, so En Route owns like 6 or 7 different truck stops along the 401, and then there's a few you have to go off the 401, so it's on different property.
Yeah.
And they're like there'll be like Shell stations and actual truck stops, like the
Yeah.
Flying J and those ones.
I find that so weird because like you get to a certain section of highway, and that's what it is.
It's
On
like
either
a
side,
franchise. Yeah, they have one on both sides.
and they have each one of them have a restaurant, whether it's Burger King or Wendy's or something like some fast food restaurant with a truck stop.
There's always a Tim Hortons there.
Yeah, Timmy's. Oh God, it feels good to be back in Canada. Although I did see a Tim Hortons, actually 4 Tim Hortons in Detroit. That was freaking awesome, man.
I think they're putting them in Mexico now.
Oh my God.
I heard maybe.
You know what?
Maybe Mexico. I don't know. I think it might have been.
I'm really worried though. As a Canadian, I'm partial to my Tim Hortons. Like, pretty much every other Canadian.
They're moving south quick.
And they are honestly diluting, I think, the quality of their food, and it's starting to chap me a little bit, because back in the day it used to be just good old coffee and good old donuts. My uncle used to make the donuts right in the store. He used to make them right in the store. Now they're all brought in frozen and they're heated up, and you know what I mean? And now that an American franchise, I think it was Burger King, bought them out.
Oh,
Burger
did they?
King franchise, I believe it was Burger King that bought them out. So that's why they're popping up in the US now.
There you go. There's a Tim's in Jersey.
Right on. Yeah, I know there's one in Ohio somewhere. I got friends down in Ohio that they've got a Tim Hortons nearby, so they love their ice caps.
Everyone loves an ice cap.
On a hot day.
That is the perk of
I just don't
Tim
want them
Hortons
to-
getting newer and newer. They do come out with some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
But then they have some stuff that's like, why do you guys like
The
salads?
wraps are kind of
weird
gross.
wraps
Chicken
and-
is like this, you know what I mean? Like
It's like boiled.
chicken
It's like boiled chicken.
sauce.
Well, there's so many people going through there though. It's like, how do you make that much food? Like,
Yeah, no, I
it's
don't.
hard to say. I
it's-
really like the paninis there.
I've had one, like a cheese one.
Yeah,
cheese
not
panini.
bad. I think they even do grilled cheeses there now.
Grilled cheeses aren't too bad. I had one of those. But the wraps are gross. I love the soup. I always grab the
Soups are
chili.
good, yeah.
I'm
I
all
always
about
get
chili.
a coffee cup with soup in it and then drink it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
well,
fine.
when you're on the road, it's
Yeah.
like hard to scoop the soup, right?
Yep.
So,
You ever have, so what I like to do when I go to Tim Hortons, and it's kind of a pain in the ass for them, but I like to get a 4-cheese bagel with herb and garlic cream cheese
ooh.
and bacon.
Oh, okay. So, story you don't
That's
know.
my road.
Back
That's
in
my
high
road
school,
food.
I worked at Tim Hortons for about 3 months in St. Mary's. I don't like to tell too many people about it. But we had this, what did we invent? So it was a cinnamon raisin bagel, herb and garlic cream cheese, cheddar cheese, bacon, and onions. It sounds weird, but
Ditch
it's
the
like,
onion and I'd be all about
yeah,
that.
it was onions sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes. But honestly, it was just this like flavorful, want to like either fall asleep or lay on the couch
Yeah.
after because there's so much going on, so much bread and cheese and cream cheese, and it's probably 1,000 calories easily. But
How do y'all take your coffee? Large double every day. That's how I love it. I worked at McDonald's.
Oh, did you?
For, I think, 7 months of my life when I was a kid, 14 years old. And yeah, we did the same thing. We would take grilled chicken and then crispy chicken and like make
Start
different sandwiches.
mashing
And
it
then
together.
everybody knows the McGangbang. That's
Yeah,
like a,
yeah.
That's a well-known sandwich option. And most McDonald's, when you go there and ask for it, they know what you're talking
yeah,
about. They'll
there's
make it
always
for
a
you.
secret menu. You
Yeah.
just gotta ask, right?
You gotta ask. So, for those of you who don't know what a McGangbang is, it's just a junior. So you take a McDouble. Now the difference between a McDouble and a cheeseburger, the double cheeseburger, is I think they put the cheese in between the patties when you don't want that because it's harder to peel it apart. So you get the McDouble where it's cheese underneath the bun on either side. You flip it open quick. You take a junior chicken, put it in the middle, squish it together, and then that's a McGangbang. So
That just sounds like a heart attack.
it
waiting
is.
to happen.
It's brutal. It's a lot of
That
calories.
was like the
and
Wendy's
shit.
Baconator. You ever had the Baconator?
Oh, God, yeah.
You just want to lay there and pant after.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should come to Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Alexander Keith.
Yeah.
The pride of Nova Scotia.
That's where my mom's side's all from.
There's a Tim Hortons in London, England from James.
What?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Really?
London, England.
I'm surprised they haven't changed.
I
the
wonder
name
how they
to,
like
like
it.
Tim's or.
You know what I mean? Because they love their tea over
They
there.
do, yeah.
And their coffee.
Yeah.
But more tea than, well, maybe it's just a huge stereotype, but I'm pretty sure 80% or 90% of the population of London really does like their tea.
From what I've seen
But
on the.
I don't really
TV.
drink tea from Tim Hortons.
No,
So I'm not really
I've
sure.
had one before, but no, it's like warm, tasty water.
Yeah.
I prefer
Cinnamon
like a nice
water.
cup or a coffee with some
Mhm.
Baileys. Yeah, it was Burger King that bought out Tim Hortons. See, this is like Google. We just
Yeah.
ask you guys, you guys answer it.
The double down. Yes.
Oh, I've never had a double
I
down.
had one.
Really?
Holy.
Was it aggressive?
It was probably one of the I hate KFC.
Yeah.
I'll just say this now. I hate KFC because the chicken's gross. Now that
It's
I've had Popeyes.
expensive too.
Now that I've had
Super
Popeyes,
Life changing?
life changing. But the double down, I do remember eating that, and that was probably one of the most high calorie items I've chosen off the menu.
Everything
is-
kind of jiggled for like a week
Oh yeah,
after.
100%. Driving an old 12-valve truck like myself, there it rides like an '80s box spring from a
That should
old
be a
porno
workout
shoot.
for you, just holding on
Yeah.
to it. So before we did the live stream here, we actually took out the Alero. What did we do? We shot a spear through it. He shot the potato gun for the first time. What'd you think?
Failed miserably.
Thing is
Well,
powerful, eh?
we penetrated it. It was an amazing setup, but I had no idea how strong it was. And yeah, lo and behold, the gun went flying out of my hands as the spike came flying out the other end, and I was just standing there like, "Whoa, okay."
What's going on?
You weren't joking when you said, "Hold on to the sucker."
Yeah, 2 hands. So, and then we changed the tire on it. Basically NASCAR timing, like 5 minutes. We had 2 tires changed. And then
I had a floor
for-
jack with me. So
Yeah, he brought a floor jack. He
pretty
knew.
neat.
He must have known.
I always have one.
And
I
then
drive a Dodge.
I saw 4 spare tires in the back of your truck.
Oh, that's
Is
for
there
my
one
mom's-
underneath too?
That's for my mom's car.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we launched the Alero after, and it jumped fairly well.
Yeah, it definitely smacked over 50 feet.
So yeah, you know, you never know what these cars are going to do. Sometimes they'll take off, sometimes they'll like start taking off, then they'll bog. It depends what gear you're in, and then we tried jumping it again, but the front right side was crushed. So as soon as I let go of the steering wheel, it did a hard right. But it's still, I think it still kind of flopped, and it broke the drive shaft. So
I'm surprised it didn't flip over.
I thought it did the first time the rock fell off and it kind of just rolled over the jump. I'm like, it's upside down. It looked like it went upside down. Luckily, it just rolled over and it jumped back in and did her again. So
But the second jump,
Shoot
it landed nose hard.
Did it?
Just boom, and then went boom. Like,
Oh, I love when the airbags go off too. It's
Yeah.
so loud. It sounds like a gunshot. But when you get back in it,
You gotta clear cut some of the brush around there. Go down there with one of those industrial grade, like it's like a whippersnipper, but it's got a blade on it.
oh yeah,
You should trim
need
that
a
up.
chainsaw for some of that stuff, eh?
Or even
It's
that.
got, like stocks like that on there.
You really should, because you'll get better. I think you'll get a lot better angle. Because
Yeah.
as soon as the car dropped below the grass line, I couldn't see it. But
It's been such a busy summer, like we've barely
Oh,
been
yeah.
here, and grass grows overnight.
Mhm.
It grows in the dark pretty much. So,
yeah,
but yeah, hopefully we can get it cleaned up soon. And okay,
but it worked good.
Yeah,
I was really impressed that
We
thing
jumped a lot
flew.
of vehicles. You gotta watch some of these vehicle jumps. We jumped a F-150. I jumped a Mercedes Benz.
What?
Yeah, someone had a Mercedes Benz as a farm truck. Or like, the crossover type
Yeah.
thing. This thing just reeked like chicken shit. It had like this much chicken shit in it. The guy's like, oh yeah, take it. I'm like, that's a nice car. And I get it. I'm like, oh. So, but yeah. But so far the best car has been that Saturn. Was it last week or 2 weeks before? Jumped twice perfectly. Then the third, I was going for a third. Got to the top of the hill. Train blew.
Oh no
So,
way!
But I couldn't believe it. And it jumped right to the 75 feet point. So
The trucks will go further because they don't bottom out when they hit the bottom.
the cars
right?
don't really bottom out. It's
No?
just you never know. Like trucks are heavier, and
Mhm.
obviously they take a lot longer to get up to speed. So.
Yeah.
And I peaked that jump up so high this year. It's, do you want height or distance? I'd rather height. I don't know about you, but
Height's
I like
good.
looking at a car up there rather than over there. So
That's definitely the first time I've seen a car in the air like that. It is, yeah. Like
I gotta groom that all up again so we can jump over that jump.
Yeah.
Go for the
You
100.
guys do it a little crazy here in Ontario. We're the East Coast boys. We don't got that kind of coin to go and throw cars that jump. So
Well, when you have
we had to improvise with other ways of destroying things. And 9 times out of 10, it was our daily drivers. So.
Take the charger hit.
Oh yeah, I'd love to send that off a jump if physics weren't a thing.
Land slowly and
Yeah.
just keep going. You've jumped it before, haven't you?
No,
Not even like
absolutely not.
off the ground.
I'm so scared to do anything like that. 'Cause I'll bend the
Afraid
frame.
that something's gonna blow
They're a
off.
unibody car, right? They're not as stiff as like a Chevy or a Ford.
Oh, I thought they were full on like
No.
this. Judging from the Duke boys back then, I figured they used to launch. these things
Out of all the
before.
vehicles they could have picked to do that kind of thing, no, they picked the wrong one in regards to frame.
They
because-
should have used a Saturn.
Yeah, one of those Tupperware cars. They're all plastic.
Let's get back to some questions here. Oh, my dad. He's saying looks good. He's from Costa Rica right now, West Coast. Hey, Dad.
Hey Rob, how you doing?
Yeah, this is Eric.
Nice to meet you. Well, maybe we'll actually meet in person someday.
What else we got going?
Waiting in London.
Yeah, try a Cobalt. If a Cobalt pops up,
A
we'll get
slow
one.
vault.
A slow vault?
So keep that on the back burners, folks. You got a car laying around you want to see sent off a jump? Give Mark Freeman a message and get it over here.
Yeah, get it over here. And
He'll pick it up and it'll be in the next video.
yeah, and as long as the videos get views, we're hoping to start collaborating more.
Yeah.
Me go out west, Eric come here, and we can just push out a whole bunch of videos for you guys. Maybe get Larry and Tyser in those videos again if he's watching.
Yeah.
Billy, let's moto. We motoed the other day, Billy. Come to T-Bay. York going to Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay.
On the way home, yeah.
So that'll be kind of around what date? Like the 10th?
I'm not 100% sure yet because this whole trip is kind of fly by wire. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just like
winging it.
yeah, 100%.
You'll end up staying a month in New Brunswick.
Yeah, I wish. Yes, I know who Phil is. He's a buddy of mine.
Hey Phil, you should jump a 1985 Chevette. Hey, if you got one, we'll jump it.
There you go.
Bring her down. We'll jump it. We'll take it to scrap after, and then I'll just give you the scrap cash. That's how we roll. I don't buy vehicles anymore. It's a waste of money.
Yeah.
You don't spend $300 for one jump.
Lots of T-Bay. I must have a huge freaking following in T-Bay.
Yeah, hey, there's a
Telling you,
lot of
I've had lots of messages about
a lot of Northerners up there.
Yeah.
Not much goes on up there.
all
so
crazy
lots
like
of
me
YouTube.
too.
Yeah. What do you think of Justin Trudeau?
Oh my
Yeah,
god. I don't
let's
know.
PG this a little
I don't
bit.
know if you guys want to hear what I gotta say.
Him and Catherine win.
Let's just put it this way. I'm for our people. I'm down for helping others, but I think we should worry about our own for now and get our people situated. Like when the oil crashed, Alberta was a mess. I had friends losing homes, losing trucks, couldn't afford it. And
Jeez.
some of these, liberals were like, good, that's what you get, the oil money, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, listen, at the end of the day, you can't get rid of oil. Every single thing you've touched or looked at in your life has some form of oil-based product.
Even your hair.
Even your hair. Even your hair. You can't get rid of crude oil. We can look at renewable energy, but oil will never be obsolete. We can't. Not in my lifetime, so I don't care. That's my kid's problem. Too freaking bad. I had to make it work in my life. Well, you make it work in yours. If you gotta start drinking filtered water all the time and driving electric cars, and well, that's not my fault.
No,
I'm gonna the old.
You probably still need oil for those though, like the plastics.
Well, have you ever seen a lithium mine?
Nope.
It's not pretty.
Aggressive.
Well, I mean, what I can't seem to understand is you got protesters on the side of the road with signs made out of paper, using markers to write on those signs made out of paper that have oil-based products in them. So how can you really get around that? You're protesting against something you're using. Where do you think paper comes from? It comes from the forest. Okay, well, how do you get the wood from the forest? You need logging equipment. What does the logging equipment run on? Well, it runs on diesel. What's diesel? A byproduct of gasoline, which is a byproduct of crude oil. You can't get around it. No matter what you do, you're touching some form of oil-based substance. So you can try all you want. It's not gonna pan out for you. And the liberals are just really, killing my buzz.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
100%.
You want to come in? No.
Hi there, I'm Eric.
Yeah.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Amber arrived. You sure you don't want to come in first?
Yeah.
You want to say hi to everyone? There's a bunch of people watching though. Maybe your friends are watching. You sure? Yeah. Just walk by. Give us a look. All right. Well, if you need to go anywhere, just walk by on your way. Okay. All right. What else is
Eric
going
to do
on?
a moto spoof. We should do a moto spoof at one point.
I know.
I did one quick one a little while back and it was pretty good.
I think we should start doing shots of random stuff and getting people to do bets on it. How hilarious would that be?
Yeah.
Maybe do it outside though in case we puke.
What do you mean?
Or we'll just puke on each other.
Why are we puking?
I don't know. We'll just disgusting shots.
Oh, shots of alcohol. Okay.
Or random things.
Oh, okay. Hot sauce.
Get the people going, yeah.
Kitty litter.
No, maybe dog treats. I don't know if I do kitty litter.
Kitty litter that's been soaked in milk and thrown through a blender. All right, let's do it.
Gross.
Thoughts on Larry and Tyser? He's funny. He's killing it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He lives a few hours away, but he's pretty busy with his own stuff. So we'll try and get him down again sometime, and or go up there and do some videos.
Newfoundland. I'd love to go to Newfoundland. If I had more time this trip, I'd hop on the ferry and I'd go over there. But
How far is that from?
well, from where I am going, it's I think a 3.5, maybe 4 hour drive to the ferry, and then I think it's a 7 hour boat ride across. So it's a long haul.
Bit of a clip, yeah.
But interesting. I'm gonna get drunk on George Street someday.
Is that the main party street in the Newfoundland?
Yeah.
I've seen lots of pictures.
It's really well known. It's just a whole strip of bars. You get kicked out of one, you just go down the street.
Yeah, go down to the next one.
Move down the line.
Winter green. Ooh.
Winter green.
Thank you. Fancy.
Do you reuse these cups, do you?
Wafer rolls, yeah.
Do you reuse these cups?
No.
So I can spit in it?
You can spit in it if you want.
Well, in that case, I'll
Look at that.
enjoy my disgusting
Present from Amber.
Does that say on it?
Wafer rolls. You ever had these bad boys?
No?
You're the
yes,
best.
I have. Maybe.
You're the
something
best,
like that.
eh?
You're the best.
Oh,
Why don't you put the settings so it doesn't keep doing that?
yeah. It keeps hitting the screensaver. We're trying to read you guys' comments here, but.
What does Eric think of
Oh, sorry.
the dip prices?
Dip prices.
They're brutal, man. $32 a tin? And you can't even get flavors? There's only 2 provinces in Canada that you can actually get flavors in. That's Saskatchewan and British Columbia. And even there, they're still in the 20s for one tin.
That's crazy. And how long does a tin last? 20 minutes?
Pretty close, yeah, on this trip. It's been pretty bad. But lately, it's about a tin a day, a tin every 2 days. So that's because I'm pretty heavy into it, right? It's gotten to be a problem, and I think I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit.
Patch.
Yeah, well, it's just I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot, but
There you go. In Niagara, it's $24 a tin.
There you go. That's not too bad. 30. Yeah, it's like 32 in Alberta.
Wow.
Eric should make more videos.
I noticed you always put on your status if anyone has chew.
Yeah, and I get a lot of Americans like, why don't you just go buy it yourself? I'm like, all right, let me explain this real quick. Well,
Again,
you can't get flavors in Canada except for 2 provinces, which are, hours away, and I'm not driving to go get it. So odds are
there's not some guy just running chew up and down.
There is lots. That's why I always ask on my Snapchat. Someone's always got some.
Yeah.
It's been very seldom that I've asked and not got some from someone.
Okay, yeah.
I'm still paying $20 a tin, but
probably tastes better. And
it's the non-flavored stuff isn't my gig. It's too dry for me.
That's all they have in Canada?
Yeah. Well, in all the provinces except for
they got
BC
really
and
flavored cigars too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. And I was supposed to grab some for my buddy and I completely forgot. So he's gonna shoot me. Sorry, bud.
Whoops.
Sorry, Dexter.
Hope he's not watching.
It's actually the guy who built that nice rack on my the roof rack there.
Pretty nice. That's pretty nice rack.
Yeah, it's wicked rack.
Fantastic rack.
Yeah.
Manitoba has lots of flavors, but it's expensive. There you go.
Oh, Manitoba has flavors? Okay, well, I stand corrected. Thank you very much for telling me that.
You should have brought in your chew sword you built. How many tins is in there?
Well, there's 5 tins per sleeve, and I think 7 logs. No, 6 logs. So.
Is that all for you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. If anyone wants it, $50.
Yeah, that's all me, man. Cause $120 a log in Canada, no thanks.
No.
Not today, dude. You're not today.
Any reserve has cheap dip in Canada.
Yeah, but I don't tend to go on reserves too much.
we won't ask
white.
why.
I'm white and they don't like me or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's your hair.
It could be the hair.
We have
I'm just kidding. I got lots of Aboriginal friends.
We did have matching hats before. I was wearing.
You were a camo one?
I was wearing a camo one. Now I'm wearing the Rockstar.
I got the old red man hat.
Nice.
Yeah. Starting to smell like a fucking barn though. Oh, I just swore.
And
I just swore I ruined it. I broke it.
Go back and edit it.
Can you bleep that out?
Well, I think there's like a 4-second delay, so I think it's over now.
I haven't got it yet.
How's your wine over there?
It's good.
Is it? Mm-hmm. It looks good. What else is going on, guys?
I'm browning like the both of you. Well, thank you very much.
I love random questions.
I don't hate anybody.
No.
Well, actually, I hate everybody, but like in a loving way.
Life's too short to hate.
The only people I really dislike are the people in traffic that don't know how to drive.
Yeah.
That's
basically everyone on the road that can't keep up.
Yeah.
Keep up or get out of the way.
Yeah.
Go in the slow lane.
That's why I got that big bumper, the Protester 5000.
Just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Just put spikes on that thing.
The Americans like that joke.
Dude.
They really enjoyed that joke for some reason, and I think maybe it was
protesters.
too soon for that, but...
Oh, you're getting some pit vipers.
Yep.
That's these bad
The
boys.
Vipers.
Should I start running these? These things are big. They're tall.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You think I could run these in?
And they extend. The arms extend, so if that doesn't fit nice on your face, they extend in there.
I got the old school, like, original ones upstairs. They're not pit vipers, but like the old beach volleyball glasses.
Yeah.
They're pretty sick.
They're great.
You know, put 'em
I
on.
love them. People are like, you're a sellout, Eric. I'm like, no, actually, I just really wanted these glasses and decided to approach a company, so
Yeah.
it worked out for me.
Hey, everyone's a sellout.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make the money, though.
Well, I think what people seem to not understand is entertainment isn't always free.
No.
It's free for a while until you get traction, and then obviously it costs money to continue making good content. Like, you wreck a car practically every weekend.
Yeah, and it
And
costs,
it costs money to make that video, to wreck that car for you guys to watch. So for you guys watching, it supports what he's doing, it supports what I'm doing, and thus making better content and keeping you guys entertained. And I mean, where have you ever gone to a movie theater and they said, no, it's free today, come on in?
Yeah,
They don't. When have you ever gone to a rock concert or some other concert and no, it's just good, come on in. No, it's not free. Nothing's free. It costs money to do shit, and for video content to get better, you have to make money.
Exactly. You can't pay the bills with free t-shirts and sunglasses,
No,
I'll tell you that.
You can't.
But there's always ways, and there's always people looking to support us, so unless you guys just put 1 million views on every video like Roman Atwood,
Yeah.
we're stuck with having a few logos now and again, so.
But we're nicer than Roman Atwood.
Yeah.
We're way nicer than
Did
Roman
you bring the Hitch Shitter?
No, I didn't, and I'll tell you why. So I left Alberta, New Brunswick.
Do you want to explain this thing first?
Explain what?
The Hitch Shitter?
Okay, the Hitch Shitter, yeah. So the Hitch Shitter, what the Hitch Shitter is basically a toilet that is mounted to the receiver of your truck. And it's probably the classiest one you've ever seen because it's got armrest, a beer holder, and a toilet paper roll holder. So it is like to the nines. It's ready to rock and roll, and it's got the most beautiful butterfly toilet seat. I picked it out all by myself, and I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't bring it because I moved from New Brunswick about 5.5 years ago to the west side of Canada, and I left everything behind. I left that province with 3 bags of clothes and $500 to my name. And I've not yet gone back to go and pick up some stuff. So I am driving across the country, meeting fans, hanging out, and I'm going to pick up all my belongings and drive them all the way back. So I didn't have room because that truck's going to be packed, and I'm hauling a trailer from Ontario to Alberta for fellas. So I got a full load.
You got a full shift, right?
Thank God for airbags in the rear.
Where did you get the idea from for the Hitch Shitter?
You know what? I didn't physically make that idea up. That was something that we kind of like, the Hitch Shitter was a thing. My buddy had made one a long time ago as a high school project in his shop class, and I saw it and I was like, wow, that's great. I want one of those because, I don't know how many times I've been out in the bush and I've taken a poop squatting down in the woods and I hate it, right? You poop like a king. You don't poop, you don't shit where you eat, right? So you got a Hitch Shitter on your truck, you drive out to the tree line away from the campsite, let one rip, and then drive her back. It's mint. So I got one, and it's probably the best invention that's ever been thought of.
Surprised you don't have a little bin for like quarters if someone needs to have
well,
a quick one. Just say, drop a quarter in over there.
The problem is there's no blast shield, so you gotta keep your legs.
You gotta keep your
you
feet
gotta
up
be like
like
this. So I think we're gonna weld on some sort of footrest, or maybe just build a blast shield for it, so you don't have to worry about getting your boots all shitty.
Oh jeez. Yeah, like the little kids' porta potty that has a little piss shield.
Yeah.
So they don't shoot pissing out straight.
Exactly.
So,
T-bag may have dip flavors. Okay, that's good to know.
Did you just get, was it wintergreen? Or did you get a bunch of different flavors?
Copenhagen wintergreen, Copenhagen mint. I grabbed a sleeve of Skull peach because that's a nice treat once in a while.
Right, that's your dessert.
Yeah, it's kind of like
dessert dip.
This actually, I bought that for $10 off a guy in Alberta. Skull wintergreen.
You're just trying to get it out.
Yeah, I'm just getting out of the way
before
so
you
I
dive
get
into
the
the
good
pure
shit.
gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Stop at the Canadian Forces base in Gagetown.
Jump in here. Just say hi.
Yeah, if I don't roll
can't
through,
see you, gotta come closer.
I think I
Just
have to
come
drive
say
through Gagetown. I'm pretty sure. And if I do, I'll definitely swing through. And if they don't refuse me entry, I don't know how that works. I've only ever gone on a base once, and it was with my buddy up in Edmonton.
The old base.
Yeah. We had to start up a leopard tank. You know how cool that was?
That just sounds cool. I don't know
Man,
what that is,
a leopard tank. It's like you gotta hit like 4 different switches or something. You gotta hit something, turn something, push something. I can't remember what it was,
That's
but
what people don't
he's like, get inside. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, get in the tank. I'm like, okay, cool. So here I am, this goofy civilian climbing into a leopard frickin' tank. He's like, hit that button, push that thing, and then turn this or whatever, and it was like, big diesel engine fires up. I'm like, holy shit, I'm sitting in a freaking tank, man. It's cool
as long as you
ever.
can install it.
No.
Could you imagine that?
I don't think that's possible, but I'm sure I can pull it off.
I'm sure there's a way. There's a
way, yeah.
There's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
How long have we been going now?
I don't know.
I can't even check. We're getting up there.
I'd
Have you ever had
Swedish
Swedish snus?
No, I don't think I have. I've had like the Swedish pouches, I believe, like a long time ago. Upper deckers, that's fun. Holy shit, was I flying like a kite on that shit.
Nice.
Couldn't hold my head up. I was like, right now.
Yeah, 38 minutes. It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's annoying because the comments pop up on here, but we can't see that.
Yeah.
So if everyone feels like giving us a thumbs up, go and do that right now.
Thumbs up.
That
Chug
helps.
a beer. Well, I just kind of did.
You can chug your.
My cheese.
Have you ever accidentally drank your spit?
No, I haven't. I've been pretty fortunate, but I've witnessed people do it.
Oh, I've seen it before too.
Sitting at a bar,
And you don't want to tell them. You just want to watch.
When we're at a bar, like the beer we just finished, we use it as a spitter, right? So you're not
Just
spitting on
blow
the
it
floor.
back in.
Oh yeah. So you got a new beer in your spitter bottle, and you set them both down. Sometimes people accidentally think it's theirs, and they just take a big swig of your chew spit, and it's like, oh yeah. I want to see a projectile vomit real quick. That's what you got to do.
That's why people puke at bars. They probably
Yeah.
just drinking other people's spit.
Yeah, I got to play around on labs too. Like I didn't get to start one up, but I got to climb around on one and check it out inside. That's pretty neat.
Is that 10?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's an assault vehicle basically. It's got 8 wheels, And
okay.
yeah, it's one of their primary assault vehicles that they use in the armored division. As far as I know, don't hold me to it. I'm trying to use all these big words here because I don't know a whole lot about the military vehicles. But the LAV, there's like a LAV 1, LAV 2, LAV 3, and I think there's a LAV 4, and it might even go higher than that. But yeah, it doesn't quite look like a tank, but
A friend of my brother's actually writes the manuals for those things.
really,
Yeah, he went from like Canadian Tire to write manuals for those.
military weapons,
Bit of an
assault vehicles.
upgrade, eh? Pretty
Very
cool job though.
Jump the car
Do you
live.
still have your dirt scooter?
I sure do. I've been pretty short on time this summer, guys. It's been fairly difficult for me to get out there and make videos because I've been so swamped with my own personal life. But I do plan on getting hard on it when I get home. I'm gonna start vlogging.
You're gonna start pushing your YouTube channel.
Yes, my YouTube channel, because YouTube helps fund cooler situations, cooler events, cooler this, cooler that. And now that I've done this cross country trip, I really want to do more. I want to go all over the place. I want to meet everybody. I want to go to events. So if you know of bars or venues that are holding events and you want them to bring me in, let me know, because I will definitely do it. I love showing up and just having beers with you guys. So
And vlogging along the way.
vlogging the whole way, yeah, filming it all.
Yeah.
And
How many
making
videos you got on YouTube now?
only about a dozen or so. I've been pretty slack on the YouTube, but it's becoming more and more common that I'm posting right to YouTube instead. So
Start getting on there, because Facebook, you get a lot more views because it's got that auto.
yeah,
Auto
the algorithm's a little
The
different.
Facebook or the YouTube is kind of what funds the
Funds the fun.
funds the diesel and the old pickup. So, Billy's still on here.
What is that Billy the Fidget Spinner up to? I don't know. That's old DTG, Dylan Godfrey. He's out in Mission, British Columbia right now, working on his album for Little Windex. This is a persona that he created,
Really?
making fun of the modern day shitty rapper that sounds the same as every other rapper.
Like the auto tune.
And no, just you know what I mean, that kind of shit. And yeah, so it's working out. He's doing shows with it. It's messed up.
Did you hear about the General Lee replica that got wrecked in Nova Scotia?
Yeah, I sure did. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of hurt me in the
Right in the
no-no
feels?
spot. Yeah, made me cringe a little bit because I hate seeing a classic muscle car like that getting taken off the road and destroyed. But the rumor is that the throttle stuck wide open, or he was passing someone and the throttle stuck wide open and he could not control it, so he lost control and bounced up that rock embankment. So it messed up pretty good. That car's gonna hopefully be rebuilt, but
You want to get yours back on the road, don't you?
yes, I bent a push rod in the engine. The engine was pretty tired. It was out of a 75 Dodge motorhome. It's a 440 big block.
A motorhome.
Yeah,
Go on.
yeah, it's out of a motorhome. So I did for those of you who watch Roadkill on YouTube, I did the Roadkill swap way before they did. So that's why I find that
They got
funny.
the idea off you.
No, I doubt that, but yeah, I pulled the engine out, or not pulled it out, but it was pulled out of a motorhome, and I bought it for $600. Put it in my car. I drove it for 3 years. It was pretty reliable, and now it's time to finally give the car some real horsepower. So that's what I'm working on.
We should
when I
start
get
doing
home.
some videos on it.
Mhm.
You gotta drive across Canada on that, or drive across the country in that thing one day.
If I can get enough sponsors to do the Hot Rod Power Tour, I'm gonna drive it from Edmonton, Alberta, all the way down into the U.S. southern states,
That'd be
and
pretty cool.
do the Hot Rod Power Tour. So that's a dream of mine.
Maybe I'll join.
Man,
you.
come on
We'll
down.
vlog all the way.
I got a tire sponsor already lined up for it, so we can do cassette in pretty much every town we go.
Perfect.
And a tow rig.
Hey, we
with
already
a
changed 2
new
tires
trailer.
today,
Yeah,
so we're basically
exactly.
professional on it today.
Yeah. Yeah, so it should be pretty badass. I'm hoping it pans out in the future. So
Awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna answer a few more questions. So if you want to blast them, and then we're gonna do the carry on. This guy's got to keep on heading northeast,
something wherever the highway goes.
somewhere.
I
I don't know. Maybe check out some friends in
My
London.
compass is messed up.
You're probably tired, eh?
Yeah, a little bit. I slept in a A&W parking lot today. That was cool. The last
Every
night.
time I've called, it was like, hello.
Well, he
Like-
called me, and I said, yeah, see you in about an hour or something like that. I fell back asleep and woke up at 11. When did you call me? At 8?
I called you at 9.
9. And I woke up at 11 again. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
and I
dang
think
it.
you got here like 1:30 or something.
Yeah,
So
so, I mean,
I was getting everything ready for the day. I'm like,
for those of you wondering what driving across the country is like, it's tough.
especially in a big truck.
Especially in a big truck that wanders all over the road, because I don't have a sway bar in there right now, so it's a pain in the ass.
You let go, it just wants
Hey, it just wants to go where the ruts are in the road. It's kind of a pain in the butt.
to. Rail and rots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you put a Hemi in there in the General Lee?
Well, if you want to give me $25,000 for a crate motor, I'd be more than willing to slap the bitch in there. But as it stands right now, it is not a good financial move on my part because I still have to pay bills.
Everything costs money.
Yeah, but I would definitely love a Hemi in that car someday.
SoCal 7 wants to see your sleeve.
My sleeve? I don't know how well you can see it, but it's just a East Coast related nautical sleeve. So I got this lighthouse here, I don't know if you can see that, is depicted off a lighthouse from northeastern France called La Jument, and it was a picture that was taken back, I think, in the mid-90s of a lighthouse that was offshore on a small little part of land that was jetted up out of the ocean, and they built it on that, like way out into the water. So the only way to get to it was by boat, and so they had a lighthouse keeper in it for years, and one day they got such a bad storm that it was crashing up almost to the very top of the lighthouse.
Oh, wow.
And so what happened was they were sending in a rescue helicopter to save him, but there was also a news crew chopper floating around taking videos, right?
Jeez.
And so he'd come downstairs, open the door because he heard the chopper, thought it was a rescue chopper. Well, no, it was the news crew. And as he opened the door, this big wave come crashing around the lighthouse. He just made it back inside and survived. Yeah, so that's what this is. My mom had it on her wall when I was a kid, and I loved it. Mother's maiden name, grandmother's maiden name, compass pointing east where I'm from, the world map because I want to travel all over, roses because my mom loves roses. I got a skull because I could, and a kraken, which is sucking a ship down. It's pretty much what's on my arm. Pretty simple.
Fancy.
A little bit of meaning behind it, and then it all flows with everything else, but it would take me an hour to go through everything.
Are you
else.
going to do your left arm fully too? Or?
Yeah. Well, this is actually a scene that I created. It didn't heal very good, but the movie Twister is my favorite movie of all time. It's pretty much
Helen Hunt, great lady.
Yeah. Well, Bill Paxton was.
Oh yeah, he's a phenomenal actor too.
I am the way I am because of that movie, which is a little weird to say, but my father is a suit and tie. You know, he's complete opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to who we are as people, and you know, a cowboy boot wearing, swearing jerkhead. So. Driving Dodge trucks and chasing storms. I love that shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, 3 more questions, then we'll wrap this up. Where? I don't even know. There's so many questions here. You said screw the crate motor, get a Hellcat motor.
No, I will never put a fuel injected engine in my car. Not gonna happen.
What do we got here? Where did you go to college?
I never went to college.
No?
No.
Why not?
It wasn't in the books for me.
No.
I was a heavy duty mechanic for 3 years, and every single time I tried to get enrolled in school, something shitty happened in my life that I could not afford it. And at one point I realized to myself, I'm like, maybe it just wasn't meant to be, because if it was meant to be, it would have happened by now. And I tried 3 separate times, 3 separate occasions. And something happened. I lost my job because of the economy, or I didn't have enough money to support myself while I was going to school. It was just shitty, so it never happened. But I'm pursuing this video endeavor and see where that goes.
You seem to be doing
now.
that,
Yeah,
right?
for now, yeah, it's paying the bills.
It's a different world nowadays, though. Like,
The internet is how you make money.
Apparently, so it's how you spend money too.
Last
Last question: What's your everyday dip? If you haven't already answered.
Wintergreen, Copenhagen wintergreen every day. Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't sponsored you yet.
I know. I think it's because I swear too much. That's a bit of an issue.
Isn't that like kind of the people they're looking for though?
Well, yeah, but some of these Fortune 500 companies don't really like brand ambassadors that use the F word like a comma.
All right.
So,
well, thank you. We're gonna end this. It's time. Well, my phone's really hot. Wow, burns. All right. Well, thank you for coming out.
guys.
We got some special guests. Say hi. I guess you'll post on your Snapchat where you're going next.
Yep.
And if you guys want to meet up with him, maybe you can see him.
Yep, let me know.
All right.
See you along the way, guys.
All right. Over and out. Thanks for coming.